Hello everyone, this is JR, JR's Cards. Today I'm going to break some of these 92 Topps Gold winner packs. I got 30 of them. I'm only going to open 15 tonight because I just feel like opening 15. These are the three ones with the stars showing. I did a video a few months ago where I picked up a lot of these all at once. And the best card I had was the Nolan Ryan. And it was creased really bad. And another great card is a Manny Ramirez rookie card in these. So those are the two cards I'm really looking for. Of course, Cal Ripken, Frank Thomas, King Griffey Jr. I'm always looking for those, whether or not they're Topps Gold or not. But these are all Topps Gold winner cards. And we'll go ahead and start breaking these open. I've been sitting on these for a while. I tried to sell them off. They did not sell, which is fine. I didn't try eBay or anything like that. I kind of wanted to open them. Let's get situated here. So, of course, the top one was, I almost said Hobie Brooks. That's Darryl Strawberry. Paul Sorrento. These are all going to be mixed and matched. Tim Belcher. I believe this is a Sean Green rookie card. I guess I didn't check, but I don't know what the key rookies are. I know Manny Ramirez. Probably Sean Green. Wally Whitehurst. We got Pat Kelly. Keith Mitchell, brother of Kevin Mitchell. I don't think that's a joke. I think seriously they're brothers. Greg Vaughn. Speaking of brothers. All right, we got Ruben Sierra on the front here. Ruben Sierra All-Star. I think a lot of us as kids in '92 thought that these were pretty rare, and I don't think they are. Ruben Sierra. It's really hard to read the names on these things. Tom Foley. Jeff Innes. Steve Frey. Don Slott. Lynn Davis. David Seguin. Jay Buhner. Mickey Morandini. It's a long time since I've heard some of these names. Mark Eichhorn. Ryan Bowen. If I pull anything anyone's interested in, let me know. We can work something out. Of course, for what these are, here's a Wade Boggs on the back end of this one. These are not going to cost very much. It will cost more to ship than anything, or we can trade. I'm always down for trading. I'm always looking for vintage, which I don't expect anyone to trade me any Hall of Famers for these. PC, kind of PC, Frank Thomas. There's a Bobby Witt. Frank Thomas, King Griffey Jr., Cal Ripken. And as I say it, Lance Johnson. Here's a Frank Thomas I do not have. So, beautiful card. And I don't know if that little red dot is supposed to be on there. See it? Right by his head. I don't know. Either way, we're going to sleeve it up. Are we going to sleeve it up? No, I'm not going to sleeve it up because it's going to go in a binder. But no, for me personally, this is one of the cards I wanted. I do not have that Frank Thomas. Let's just sleeve it up. But even though I PC Frank Thomas, King Griffey, and all of them, I do not. They go in the binders too. What I need to do is put them in category or put them in a database or something. I only know if I have them or not by seeing them. Here's another Hall of Famer, Tom Glavine. And here's our third Hall of Famer in the pack, Wade Boggs. So for being Junk Wax era, silver lining, getting 3 Hall of Famers in one pack. And one is Frank Thomas. Back of this one, we have John Smoltz. Well, this set's like 700 plus cards. So I think the odds of getting a Hall of Famer even in one pack is, odds are pretty slim. You're definitely not getting a Hall of Famer per pack. Chris Donalds. Here's a big one for '92, Jose Canseco. Donald Harris, Dan Pasqua. There's a messed label. Tracy Jones. I don't know if you can tell. It's hard to tell. It's scratched up like a cat got a hold of it. John Olerud. Billy Spires. Billy Banks. And our John Smoltz. Not too bad. One Hall of Famer. One star. I don't know if Canseco would make the Hall of Fame in the, I don't know what it's called, the committee that puts them in after X amount of time. I forget what it's called this recent year. This one has Rafael Palmeiro on back. He's not a Hall of Famer. His numbers say he is, so he goes in my binder. Even though he's angered a lot of people. But just for baseball card purposes, we go based off numbers. And what would have happened if his name was not attached to steroids. Could almost say the same thing for Canseco. I just don't know if Canseco has the numbers. But Rafael Palmeiro, I believe he had 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. Even though, or second Gary Thurman, and Rafael Palmeiro. You know, even this is his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th year in the league. He had career highs in home runs with 26, RBIs with 88. I mean, he batted 322. That was the big good, the big good number. But as a kid, growing up in the 90s, I did not see Palmeiro as maybe 3,000 hits, maybe. He wasn't a superstar in my eyes. He's like a lot of the guys that have that just played so long. It's easy to accumulate a lot of numbers when you play as long as he did. But the steroids probably had a lot to do with hitting those milestones. Jose Canseco on the back there. Robbie Thompson, Gutterman, Terry Kennedy, Jimmy Martinez All-Star, Mike Devereaux. I'm going to call him Deverex. Robin Yount All-Star. Why am I saying All-Star? Robin Yount, Hall of Fame card. Hall of Famer. Jose something. Dennis Boyd. Delino DeShields. And here's our Jose Canseco. I mean, knowing what we know now, everyone would have sold their Cansecos. Kirby Puckett on the back of this one. I didn't realize. I think I grabbed the stack that had all the superstars on the front and back. So I had some that had nothing but commons, but so far I think every pack's been Hall of Famer or superstar. Leo Gomez. Ron Gant. Orlando Merced. Scott Scudder. There's a McGuire. Goes in the Hall of Fame pile, unfortunately. Jimmy Key. It's a nice cup card of Chuck Knobloch. Is that Greg Maddux? Nope, Bob Scanlon. I thought it was Greg Maddux for a second. Jim Olander. Oh, yeah. And Kirby Puckett. 2 Hall of Famers in there. John Smoltz on the back here, so we've duplicated on John Smoltz here. Anyone that might be interested in the commons, whether it be team, all the Atlanta Brave commons, or even, any of my doubles, because I do have a bunch of these already also. Bill Clark All-Star. You can work something out. Literally, like maybe $1 plus shipping. Ron Darling. Anyone that I talk to often or anything like that, I can make a care package too. I can't just give them away to every single person, John Olerud, but anyone that's cool. Here's our John Smoltz in the back end. Neely Binks. Here we have Robin Yount. So I have 2 Robin Younts. If I don't have more sitting, I have a stack of them somewhere. Actually, I think they're here to my right. If they are, I'll pull them out. I'll probably we'll have at least duplicates of all the Hall of Famer. Like I said, the only ones I wanted to really pull, well, Frank Thomas and the Griffey, I'm not sure if I have. But I'll pull the other stack out, and then we'll see how many have duplicates left. But all the commons, all this, semi-stars. It's Kevin Appier, some old school Royals uniforms. Not that old school, but old school enough. Mo Sanders. Willie Randolph. Skeeter Barnes. Andy Tomlin. Terry Mulholland. And here's our second Robin Yount. 3,000 hit. Milwaukee Brewer. Gary Carter on the back of this one. Okay. Dan Pasqua. We already had him. Here's our Tom Glavine All-Star. Here's a Nolan Ryan. This is the one I was referring to. The Nolan Ryan record breaker. Man, this is a Hall of Fame pack also. Ozzie Smith. He's a star in his day. Will Clark. Tom Gordon. Greg Catarat. Gary Carter for the Dodgers. That has to be near the end of his career there. There's another Wade Boggs. I don't remember how much I paid for these, but it was a box full of these packs. I say full, it was like literally 30 packs. And then an ungodly amount of 92 Topps base and more of Topps Gold Winner. Lots and lots of them. A lot of commons, some stars mixed in. There's Paul O'Neill. Here's Brian Barber. Scott Radinsky. Hey, that's our third Gary Thurman. Here's another Rafael Palmeiro. Here's a Tom Glavine. I think that's a double. Here's another Wade Boggs. Man, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of Hall of Famer in these things. I don't know if we've gotten one. I mean, even with the outside card, Deion Sanders. I don't know if we've gotten a single one that was just common, non-Hall of Fame. I think that's got a few with 3 in them. That's crazy. This would be really really hot if this was 1992 or 93. Darryl Strawberry. Be freaking out. Tim Belcher. Here's our second Sean Green rookie card. Gino Petralli. Bill Kruger. John Habyan. Lee Soho. And Deion Sanders. That may have been our worst pack. I don't remember. Did we get someone in there? We got the Sean Green rookie card. Which I think book value wise, if you want to go off that, the Sean Green is like the second or third highest card in the set, minus Ramirez and Nolan Ryan. So we got Ryan Sandberg. So we already know that one. At least these 3 packs, we already know we at least got a Hall of Famer there. I was going to open the other 15 packs on a different day, but if I want to try to unload some of these, I might as well open them all. There's our Ryan Sandberg. Jimmy Gonzalez. Willie Wilson. Joel Johnston. Jay Howell. Kurt Stillwell. Bernie Williams. Forgot about him. Kevin Tapney. Joe Klink and Bill Wegman. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open the other ones. Why not? Why make it 2 days worth of opening? Make it all one. Cal Ripken Jr. All-Star. I think I have that one. Got Cal. Then we got Tony Gwynn, just like that. Got Sean Livesey, Leon Skinner, Larkin, Horn. There's the Nolan Ryan I wanted. Nolan Ryan. Book value, I believe, $5 or $6. Second highest book value in the set. And I know what everyone says. You're not getting $5 or $6 for it. But that's how I determine what goes in top loaders and what doesn't. So now, if I don't already have them, I don't remember what 92s I have. I'll pull those out here in a second. So I would like a King Griffey. And I know I have one with the Cal Ripken base on the front over around the corner here. Here's our Ricky Henderson record breaker. Here's some rookies. Pat Mahomes, around Kansas City a lot for obvious reasons. Steve Whitaker, Dave Stewart, Jim Eisenreich, Greg Olson, and Brady Anderson. All right, let's see. Here is some 92. Here's the gold cards I already had. I hadn't had a chance to put away yet. So almost everything I'm getting tonight's duplicates. Robin Yount, Greg Maddux, Gary Larkin, Paul Modler, Ricky Henderson already pulled it, Ryan Sandberg, Tom Glavine, Ray Boggs, Roger Clemens, John Smoltz pulled several of those, Tom Glavine, Randy Johnson, Ricky Henderson, Craig Biggio, Dave Winfield, George Brett, Jim Thome, Ray Boggs, Mike Mussina. So no, I didn't have the Frank Thomas. And it looks like I don't have the Griffey or the regular Ripken, but I know I have the regular Ripken coming. All right. Here's our Ripken here. Ripken. Tim Leary for Plantier. Mike Gardner. Jesse Barfield. Todd Stottlemyre. There's another Maddox. Robinson. Tom Kelly. And Shirley Davis. Ray Boggs All-Star. So you have that one. Jim Hughes, Chris Donalds. It's another Jose Canseco. Donald Harris. Pat Boulders, Jamie Navarro. Todd Gooden. Mike Flanagan, Bobby Rose. There's one I haven't pulled yet. Chipper Jones. Chipper, second year card. Let's take another look at this before we get crazy. Alex Reyes, Manny Alexander, Will Cordero. Chipper Jones. Scott Cooper, Jim Leyland. Dave Verba. Those are Barry Bonds. Ken Griffey Sr. Danny Tartable, Charles Nagy. Eric Plunk era, Jim Ganther. Here's a big one. Brian Taylor. Kirk Dressenhorfer. Dennis Martinez, base card. Steve Howe, Ron Hayes, Junior Ortiz, Mike Stanton, Bobby Thigpen, Tom Pagnazzi, and here's our Craig Biggio. Speaking of Craig Biggio, Kurt Stillwell on the back. Alright, Biggio, Omar Olivares, Gerald Young, Scott Ruffcorn in a bow tie, Dave Haas, Dave Martinez, Bob Zepkic, Ray Taylor, Jeff Hamilton, and Kurt Stillwell. That may have been the worst one so far. Chris Sabo on the back, front, and a Craig Biggio base on the back. Chris Sabo, Juan Guzman. There's Sammy Sosa. The White Sox, Jeff Johnson, Cal Aldred, Mel Hall, Mike Fetters, Bob Murphy, Stan Belinda, and here's our Craig Biggio. Just hit the camera pretty hard. Alright, have a few packs left. Still hunting down that Griffey. And Manny Ramirez rookie card. And take a Griffey and maybe a redo on the Frank Thomas based on that red dot. Make sure that's not on all of them. It shouldn't be. It's probably just a ink error. Hal Morris, Dwight Smith, Mike Heath. Here's another Will Clark. Tom Gordon, Mike Cataract, and Gary Carter. Benji Gill on the front. Juan Uribe, Royce Clayton, Kevin Reimer, Kenny Rogers. Here's another Tom Glavine. Here is another Wade Boggs. Joey Cora, Juan Samuel, Terry Lee. George Bell, there is a chance. Some rookies. Hill. Down to 5 left. All right, Earl Hershiser, John Farrell, Jeff Hugden, Fred McGriff, good card, Brent Gates, Matt Noakes, Gary Gaetti, Julio Franco, Albert Bell, and Kevin Moss. Got Joe Carter on the front of this one. Joe Carter All-Star. There's our Manny Ramirez. I go and drop it. That's the one I wanted. 92 Topps does not have a lot of big-time rookies in it at all. This is definitely one I wanted to get. So those are the two I really wanted to get. Next is Griffey, Jeff Reardon, Brian Bohannon, Roger Craig. Now I'd like to get a Griffey, and I'd like another shot at Frank Thomas, but I got the two that I was looking for. Those are the only two in the set that booked for over $5. I believe the Manny books for $8, and Nolan Ryan books for $5 or $6. And I believe the Ripken books for $4. But I would like a Griffey. In order, a Griffey, and then another shot at the Frank Thomas. Mine one had like an ink spot on there. Ruben Amaro, Roberto Hernandez, Kevin Mitchell, Kevin Elster, Mark Langston, Scott Bales, Heathcliff Slocum. I think the card's a little too close there. Cedeno. And the 3 packs left. Hell, I mean, honestly, I'd rather have another Manny Ramirez and all those. I think, I keep looking at it, I think that Manny Ramirez is off center. Paul O'Neill. This kid. Brian Barber. Scott Radinsky. Ricky Bones or Bonez. Calvin Reese. Vince Coleman. Tom Bolton. Mike Hinneman. Who we got here? Jeff Montgomery. And Herm Winnington. All right. Let's get our Ken Griffey here. Luis Gonzalez Cup card. A damaged inconvenience. See all the scratches? That one's all messed up. Jim Acker. Marvin Freeman. Here's the first Will Clark All-Star. Brant Main. Glenn Allen Hill. Andy Allenson. John Mazzaro. Vicente Palacios. It doesn't even sound real. Down to the last one. You know we're getting a Hall of Famer in there. 30 bombs. And Mike Huff on the back. So this is our last chance at a Griffey. The Revon's All-Star. Al Shirley. Chuck Krim. Steve Searcy. Chris Hoyles. Kurt Wilderson. Terry Schumpert. Frank Tanana. Greg Olson. And Mike Huff. That's it. Opened up all 92 Topps Gold winner cards. Got the 2 cards I was looking for. Regardless, I'm always looking for more. You know, the Griffey and stuff. So we got the Nolan Ryan with no crease in it, like the last one I had. Look at all those red numbers on there. That's a lot of red. Off-center to me. Not a lot. Just a little. Don't know if it's worth grading. It probably isn't worth grading, considering if it doesn't become a 10. $8 just $8 plus the price of the card. It's probably what it's worth in a 9. If it's a 9. If it's an 8, then you just blew all your money. So, our hits for tonight. Let's get this guy closer. And our Manny Ramirez. All right. Thanks for watching. That's it for tonight.